and gentlemen. We are here on a Friday night with some fun going down. I tell you what, we're right here on YouTube. It's the Value of Wrestling. It's another great episode, bringing back episode 111 of the Big Tyme Rants, but doing it live with the big man. We are going to rant. We're going to rave. We're going to talk a lot about wrestling, some of the hot things going on the Big Tyme. As you know, it's sitting right here in the ugly hoodie. The one, the only, El Uno Supremo, Mr. Z.
Ugly hoodie. Ugly hoodie. You know what? It's a lot better than the Niner one right now. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah. Your Niners choked this year, but hey, there's always next year.
I keep saying that, but we'll see.
Hey, maybe the Bay Area will have something going down when the Warriors figure out what they're going to do here with Jimmy Butler, now part of Golden State.
Ooh.
Basketball getting crazy. We got California basketball crazy. Luka Doncic going to L.A., Jimmy Butler coming to Golden State, and the Sacramento Kings trading De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs in a three-way trade, picking up Zach LaVine. So we shall see what is going on with California basketball. But we're not here to talk basketball.
Real quick, I didn't even know that coming. Fox gone? I didn't see that coming. Woo.
Well, he had officially said that he was leaving for San Antonio when his contract up. He had about a year and a half left. He was already eyeing going to San Antonio, so they made a deal work so they could get him over there now, get up under that contract, get some assets in place to help Sacramento hopefully maybe get somewhere. They've got pieces. It's just getting these final pieces. I don't get why somebody doesn't want to come to Sacramento and get Sacramento its first championship in Sacramento. Now, yes, the Kings in their history, if you go back, are a former NBA championship, but way back when they were the Royals or something way back out on the East Coast. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, most of California's teams are not originally from California, shockingly.
Unfortunately. No, and like I said, I know a handful of Kings fans, and nothing but love and respect for them because, man, it's a fun rivalry when the Kings and the Warriors mix it up. I have a lot of fun with it.
Anyways, we're going to talk wrestling. We're going to get on here. We want to wish the best to all the young prospects doing this show up in Yuba City tonight. We hope you had a fun time. We hope you had it was good stuff up in Yuba City, the Prospect Show. We hope Ugly had a great time. I'm very confused as reports come out from AEW. If I can find it here. Yeah, AEW was forced to make last-minute changes due to Powerhouse Hobbs' injury. Powerhouse Hobbs is unexpectedly sidelined. He was notes. There was a lot of stuff behind the scenes, partially due to Hobbs not being cleared. But Hobbs supposedly over in Big Tyme wrestling tonight. So I'm confused. I hope Big Ugly did good in the Battle Royal over there. We wish him the best. We hope Titus Alexander or Timothy Thatcher. I mean, I don't know who you root for in that matchup. I guess the fans are who we root for that matchup. We just need to get the hookup. So everybody out there doing a show tonight. Hood Slam's going down here now. So, everybody's seeing some great top action. Big Tyme Wrestling just started around 7:30, so they've got about 30 minutes into their show. So lots of stuff going down and that type of wrestling. So we talked about that yesterday. But here today, lots of breaking news, and we're going to try and keep up with it. We're going to talk mostly, when we get to that, it's AEW's Grand Slam turning into a Grand Nightmare. Not a Grand Slam, but a very long foul ball, if we're going to use baseball analogies. But AEW in a shocker fires Bear Boulder. Bear Bronson and Bear Boulder a tag team, but Bear Boulder, real name Thomas Wansaw, was fired after reports from last month dating back to January 14th, a battery by strangulation. Yes, Thomas Wansaw was arrested in Orange County, Florida on January 14th following a domestic violence incident involving his fiancee, Rainey Henderson. So it is proven he has been arrested. The report says that they were in a heated argument and escalated when he pushed her to the ground. Things took a horrifying turn when Wansaw reportedly placed his foot on her throat, causing her to lose consciousness for several minutes. This got very, very severe. He is in jail. AEW has let him go. No more Iron Savages. Bear Bronson did come out on Twitter recently in the last couple hours and make a statement about this, being with his own wife and doing their things, and hearing this was tragic, and he's checking on Rainey. So that news, we'll leave that at that. We're not going to get too much in detail. We wish the best for Rainey Henderson. We hope she's okay, and that she can get where she is safe and feels safe and all that stuff. And Mr. Thomas, he'll have to hopefully deal with the consequences to his action. Hopefully he will get some help, because violence by any means is not necessary. You can play a character like that on TV, but in real life, you have no right to put your hands on other people in any situation. And given this situation, it is a no-go. I don't know all the details. I'm not trying to get deep into details. Obviously, something happened here. The man needs to figure out what's going on, get some help. Hopefully, he can find a way to get the help he needs, recover, make amends, and I hope both parties find peace in their future endeavors and that they can go on their ways and be happy, productive members of society.
Yep. There you go. There you go. No. That's just, hopefully on all fronts they get the help they properly need and, move on and heal from this.
And I hope this is only a one-time incident for this man. I hope we don't come to find out through more sources later that there was a history of this. I'm hoping this was one time where he, for whatever reason, it's not justified. I'm not saying that, but for whatever reason, he stepped beyond the line. And hopefully, he'll realize that this was not an appropriate answer and get real help. WWE in the middle of releases across the board tonight. The Authors of Pain, Akam Razor released, Paul Ellering released, Cedric Alexander released, Blair Davenport announced so far as released from WWE. Sonya Deville, the statement is she's been released, but actually they've come back and said they will not be renewing her contract. So when her contract ends up, which must be fairly soon, WWE will not be re-signing Sonya Deville. Sounds like that'll be the end of Pure Fusion Collective. Cedric, given a lot of years to WWE, not surprised though. He may wind up in AEW with the rest of the Hurt Syndicate here in the very, very future. Akam and Razor, unfortunately, with the final chapter, really never got anything going with them after their comeback. And Paul Ellering is just there to be the mouthpiece for them two. So with them all gone, it's not really a shocker. I don't know if there's a big loss there. I don't know what you do with Akam and Razor. It didn't look like it worked the first time. I don't know why you brought him back a second time. We wanted to see better out of it, but it just never took place. It never came to fruition in that sense. So, and then Blair Davenport. Blair Davenport was probably the biggest shocker. It seemed like she had more going on than the rest of the people in this area. But, it is what it is. We just hope that, everybody's able to do what they need to. Everybody who's released tonight is under a 90-day no-compete clause, so we won't see them anywhere for 90 days. The only one who's going to get out of that is Sonya Deville because they're just going to let her contract run up. I don't know where Sonya Deville goes. If you see her anywhere else, if she continues wrestling, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. No, all these releases going down, and right out of the gate, you already know everyone's like, "Oh, look there! Look what he's gonna, AEW." I get it, but come on now.
I don't know if AEW needs any of these pieces. I mean, Cedric Alexander, very, very sure, will probably his connections to the Hurt Syndicate. That may be his door in there. I don't know if Tony Khan can do any more for Cedric Alexander than what exists. Maybe he'll wind up in TNA and then back on NXT. Because, I mean, hell, we just had JDC, Johnny Curtis, Formerly Dirty Dango, formerly Fandango, back in NXT, coming over as a TNA representative. So, I mean, anything's possible. Hell, it's close to the possibility that Nick Nemeth and Ryan Nemeth will be challenging for the NXT tag titles. So you just don't know.
Yeah, no, and we'll just keep the list at that. Those who are clamoring for a certain individual who can't fly over a top rope, please get those visions out of your head. I don't see them coming.
The man who can't dive over a top rope, unfortunately, AJ Francis. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say.
His name.
I don't know why he's so mad. I made one little joke and he got his panties in a wad. But hey, you know, it is what it is. And we'll rock it like we rock it every time we rock it. So it is what it is. End of the day. There was oh yeah, your boy Will Ospreay at the Multiverse Wrestling show. Somebody came dressed out as Triple H in a battle royal, a gimmick battle royal. Somebody dressed as Triple H. Will Ospreay came out, waited for him to turn around, hit him with a pedigree, and made slight. And then right after that, the next person came out dressed as Shane McMahon and eliminated Will Ospreay from the ring. Is this a silent jab at Triple H and the grind jokes from a year ago? I mean, this has been over a year ago somewhat that Will Ospreay didn't sign with WWE. And Triple H made a statement prior to WrestleMania about some people don't like the grind. Will Ospreay took it to mean it's all about him. Everybody assumed it's about him. I don't know. Don't care. It's old. What's this? I don't know. Don't know if I even care. That's your boy. No. That's your boy.
I know, and he's acting like a complete idiot. So, so I don't know. Like I said, I might have to replace this with something else. I did see a nice Bullet Club banner that I might have to go and get, or at least a United Empire banner to still support, you know, a TJP, a Jeff Cobb, a Great O'Khan, a Hanare, Jacob Austin Young, Callum Newman, something. But this is probably gonna have to go if he keeps up acting like a junior high kiddo. So it is what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk Grand Slam. Grand Slam, Tony Khan out here trying to sell Grand Slam with something special. Originally, when Grand Slam in Australia, because WWE went there last year to Australia with the Elimination Chamber. And did good numbers. Tony Khan thought he'd pick it up and he'd take Grand Slam to Australia. He was going to put it in a big arena, and then he had to change the venues, and there's been a lot of messes in all of this. Switching the venues, people who already bought the tickets for the bigger venue and paid a whole lot more money are getting crappier seats. And then AEW is so desperate to sell this venue out, they're giving away buy one, get one tickets. So a lot of people upset. Fans were already frustrated after the show was quietly moved from Suncorp Stadium to the smaller Brisbane Entertainment Centre due to low ticket sales. Then came the revelation that what many assumed was a stadium pay-per-view was actually just a TV show. And usually Grand Slam is a Dynamite show, but this year it's going to be a Collision episode of Grand Slam. And Tony Khan is calling this, doubling down on it in recent interviews, calling this the biggest Collision of all times. Khan did hype up this on Compass. Speaking on Compass on the Beat, Khan hyped up Grand Slam Australia as a major TV special. Khan went on to say, it's going to be the biggest Collision of all time in Australia. And it's next Saturday. It's after all the NBA All-Star Saturdays, coming up with a great lead-in. AEW Saturday Night Collision, our biggest episode ever. It's Grand Slam Australia, the first ever AEW show in Australia. And the rematch fans have been waiting to see since AEW All in London at Wembley Stadium. Mariah May versus Timeless Toni Storm, the AEW Women's Championship. By why Khan is billing this event as a monumental moment, fans across social media aren't buying it. Many are accusing AEW and Tony Khan for intentionally misleading them into thinking this was a pay-per-view, only to switch gears and announce it as a Collision taping after ticket sales stalled major leaguely. But Wyatt Alyssa has been especially vocal about Khan's interview and writing, nobody will ever convince me that AEW fully intended to run a TV taping per collision in a 50K seat stadium in a foreign country. Like, no, I'm not being gaslit about this one, TK. Grand Slam Grand Slam has indeed always been a TV special in a 20K capacity tennis stadium that it is. Now take a look at the marketing. Do you notice that it always says Dynamite Grand Slam or Collision Grand Slam or Rampage Grand Slam? Except wait, the last one isn't quite following the format now, is it? Usually Grand Slam is on a Dynamite and a Collision. It's been on Rampage during the week when they were recording all the shows together. But it's interesting. Flying for almost 24 hours to Australia for a 2-hour TV taping and a 5K seat stadium simply makes no sense. The fact they even had to state that it's not a pay-per-view a month out should tell you that it was not clear from the beginning. They went on and said, fans in the Reddit are giving huge backlashes, writing, and I quote, "I convinced a bunch of non-wrestling friends to come with me and some to fly here from across the country until a recent announcement the show has been downgraded to a TV taping from a 4-hour pay-per-view to a 2-hour Collision. That absolutely is absolutely a kick in the balls," says one writer. Another one says, "I hate traveling, money tight right now, but I figured at least I get to see AEW put on a huge show. I never go see an AEW show again, but honestly, I doubt they'll come back anyways after this debacle went." A lot of reports that local advertising in Australia is non-existent. People in Australia don't even know AEW Collision's coming to town for this show. Brisbane, far away. It's not an easy travel for a lot of people, so it's very interesting. It is a hot mess. Only 2 matches have been announced up until this week's Dynamite. Now we have 4 matches. I believe, that's what we've had. But the big match, of course, since it's going to be in Australia, was the big match between Mariah May and Timeless Toni Storm, who recently made her return as Timeless Toni Storm, away from the other just original, I've got memory loss, amnesia, whatever you want to call it. This should highlight a show for the AEW Women's title. Also in the matches that were announced recently, Jay White and Cope are going to team up to take on the Death Riders of Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli in a Brisbane Brawl match. So you know what that's going to lead into. Yes, have fun with that. Kazuchika Okada will defend his AEW Continental Championship against Buddy Matthews, only because Buddy Matthews is from Australia. Will this mean that Okada is going to lose to Buddy Matthews? I hope not. I mean, I hope Tony Khan doesn't go for the fanboy local favorite to give Buddy Matthews the win over Okada. Not that Buddy Matthews isn't a great wrestler and deserving of a title, but this would just totally... I don't even know what to tell you. If Buddy Matthews in Australia beats Okada, I don't know what to tell you. After all those people went to the Continental Round tournament, only for Okada to continue to win it, you're going to have Buddy Matthews possibly beating him here in Australia because it's his home country?
Look who's booking it. Look who's booking it. I mean, I got nothing against Buddy Matthews picking up a big solid win over a counterfeit Okada, okay? Okada is not who he once was. He doesn't look like how he used to be. Doesn't work like how he used to be. Talks like he's a teenage schoolboy who just got into high school. He's nothing to nobody now. So it is what it is.
And then the other match is going to be Will Ospreay teaming up with Kenny Omega to take on the Don Callis family members of Kyle Fletcher and Kazuchika Takeshita.
Wait.
Not Kazuchika, Takeshita. Nosuke Takeshita.
Mark Davis, which is Kyle Fletcher's original tag team partner. That makes no sense to me then. All right.
Who?
Kyle Fletcher.
Who?
Exactly.
No. Who's his tag team partner?
Mark Davis.
And what does he have to do with any of this?
He is Fletcher's original tag partner. He just joined the Don Callis family recently.
Somebody's keeping up with AEW.
No, it just draws across my New Japan feed because they are former New Japan talent. So yes, I do see it.
Yes. So AEW under a lot of heat with their recent movements and all this. This could be a dangerous move. AEW going to go to. They're just looking bad. They're in smaller venues. AEW's hurting. Tony Khan's still selling it up a river like it's something special, and it's just starting to slowly fall apart. How are you going to go to Australia and do a TV show that obviously won't be live? It'll have to be recorded.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're not going to do it at live. Yeah, Tony Khan dropped the ball on this one. It's going to be a hot mess. I don't know how you recover.
You're talking about that, but I'm over here looking at WrestleTix just to see where their sales are going and what they got themselves set up for. I mean, I just seen one right now, a Dynamite Collision. It's set up for 2,700 people. You know, like they're going to smaller venues, so I mean, maybe it might help them. Maybe not. I mean, we were saying they need to start dialing it back a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. Of course, AEW offering 2 for 1 on tickets over there. So buy 2 tickets, get 1 free. That was just 11 days ago. It's a hot mess. It's definitely a hot mess. This show's been advertised forever. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm looking at this hot mess right now. You know, since we're playing with house money here, I've never seen Save Mart in Fresno not sell out. But when they go to Fresno, they're set up for 2,700 people. Tickets available, still over 1,000.
Yeah.
So how are they're going to black out the entire arena? I mean, I'm looking at the setup here and I'm like, why? There is convention centers. There's something there smaller if you're going to do that.
So this Saturday's collision is going to take place in Fort Bend Epic Center in Rosenberg, Texas. The setup is for 2,115 people. Or, excuse me, 2,515 people. They've only distributed 2,115 tickets. Still 400 tickets available for that show. And that's the collision before this one where they go overseas to Australia. I'm just trying to see if we can see here. The Dynamite Collision taping the Wednesday after is set up for 2,709 at the Arizona Financial Theater in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, it's not good stuff. Not good stuff at all. Yes, I see the Fresno, the Save Mart Center. They're going into the Save Mart Center on March 12th to set up for 2,733 people.
Yeah. Saying.
Wow.
Now, I remember going to the Save Mart when W was there, and it sold out from Florida to Florida banners. So, I mean, the big leagues here, folks. Big leagues.
That is insane. That is crazy tough. WWE NXT Vengeance Day is on Saturday, February 15th. It's taking place at the Entertainment and Sports Arena in Washington, D.C. Current setup is 3,703 people. Total tickets distributed is 3,459 with 244 tickets. That tells you a lot right there. NXT outdoing.
I just seen it right now. I'm looking dead at it. Oh. That's that's why Booker T's not going to be at Stockton Con. We already know. So before someone says it, we already know. We've already touched on that, and that's okay.
AEW also hurting when it comes to their big show in Arlington, Texas. The All In Texas on July 12th, set up for 18,140 people. Only 11,304 tickets have sold to that event so far.
Aren't they doing a buy one get one too on that one?
I'm sure they probably are, or will be in the near future to do that. I cannot find the Grand Slam ticket numbers. Ooh. AEW Dynamite Collision taping on Wednesday, March 5th from the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium in Sacramento, California. It's set up for 1,991 people. They've only distributed 1,173 tickets so far. Jesus.
Here we go. And I was just looking at this one right now, just because I scrolled across it. WrestleMania Sunday. Current setup 51,481. Distributed so far is 45,086. So a little over 5,000 tickets still available for Sunday. Same setup for Saturday. A little over 6,000 tickets still available. Big difference. Those are going to sell out.
Yeah, but it's WrestleMania. It's a little hard to compare WrestleMania to an AEW TV show.
Well, remember, All In's supposed to be like his WrestleMania, so I mean, just.
Still tickets available for Elimination Chamber on March 1st. Set up for 30,442. Still about 4,000 tickets left for that show.
I don't understand. Like, how does this guy go into these venues thinking he's gonna blow up? He's gonna sell it out or whatever, and you're not drawing a crowd. You're not drawing. That's why it sounds so quiet in these arenas.
AEW doing AEW Revolution on Sunday, March 9th in LA. So that'll be right after the shows up here in California. Oakland on the 1st, Sacramento on the 5th. So.
Yeah, I remember I did make the comment. I was like, why are they going to a dead arena? I don't understand it.
Monday Night Raw for April 14th, set up for 10,240, 7,719 tickets already distributed, 2,000 tickets left for the April 14th, the go-home show of Raw. We may be at that show. I don't know how, but we may very well wind up getting into that show. We will keep you updated. Maybe. Tickets are expensive at that show. Maybe. Those tickets are expensive. I already looked those up. They're up there.
Well, not cheap. It's a go-home show, so go figure.
Yeah.
Go figure. And I'm leaving that Thursday night anyway, so we get there. You'll find out, folks. We'll let you know. Even if I got to stand up there with a sandwich board saying, I'll let someone chop me for their tickets. Yeah.
We will definitely probably be in the area that evening because it's not about just that show, but the events going on. And the weekend after WrestleMania weekend, when you talk about April 27th, when you talk about SPW, when you talk about the biggest show in SPW history, 25 years in the making, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be one supreme night, the 21st anniversary show of SPW going down on April 27th. It's going to be the biggest show, the biggest matches, the biggest names. It's going to be something that's going to be special. It's going to go down living in infamy and in history. It's going to be the biggest night, and we're going to be there to make sure everybody knows, because you want to be there on April 27th when SPW brings you their 25th anniversary show, one supreme night. Ladies and gentlemen, we're only building closer to that and closer to that.
Oh yeah, no, I made a post about that earlier today. I was like, all roads lead to one supreme night, but we got to stop some. We got to make.
We've
stop on
got
the
stop
way.
number 2 on the way here on the 16th of February, ladies and gentlemen. Next Sunday, not this Sunday, not the Sunday coming up this Sunday, but the Sunday after, ladies and gentlemen. It is here. It'll be the third Sunday of the month. It'll be February 16th. It'll be the biggest night in February.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna get busy too. It's gonna get real freaking busy. It is crazy to think. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We wanted it. Here it comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is about to go down. It looks like Solo Sikoa returning to attack Cody Rhodes at the end of SmackDown tonight. Sami Zayn out indefinitely after the attack by Kevin Owens, supposedly. And Roman Reigns out indefinitely, supposedly.
Oh, bless you, bless you. Well. Things are getting interesting.
Yes, Roman Reigns is being quoted to being out indefinitely after the vicious attack by Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble. So it's getting interesting. A lot of things are going to have to go down. We're going to have to see how it all comes together. It's just kind of a wait and see. Alexa Bliss did debut a new finisher tonight, punching her ticket to the Elimination Chamber. So she'll be stepping in the Elimination Chamber on March 1st. We will not be live on March 1st with a Elimination Chamber review show. That'll be saved for Sunday because we are going to be over in the Bay Area for Puppet Wars over in Alameda. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be there at Puppet Wars doing our thing, talking about all the great action. So once we get home and get back and get a chance, we'll watch Elimination Chamber and then we'll break it all down for you.
Yeah, sounds like a party. I mean, independent wrestling is beautiful right now. So we'll keep it at that. It's a beautiful thing right now. With all the bad stuff we talk about with AEW, the bright light is independent wrestling is beautiful right now.
Will Nightingale set to return to TJPW tomorrow night. Will Nightingale. Maybe Will Nightingale make some rounds in California. We just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
You never know who's going to show up in California.
No. You never know at all. At all. It's just, jeez, man.
It looks like a bunch of things have happened. Pretty Deadly getting an upset win tonight. LA Knight making sure he gets his big promo. Drew McIntyre being officially moved to SmackDown now. Things are starting to heat up, and a lot of things are changing all around the world.
It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. I know I'm going to have to watch it here eventually, see what happened. It's going nuts.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a growing thing. A lot of things going down. We just got to sit back and watch, get ready.
Mm-hmm.
WWE Shop's got some new great gear. Penta's got some amazing, awesome gear in the WWE Shop. Really nice gear. Tempted to buy the hoodie he has out there.
I'm actually.
Go ahead.
For me, I want to buy the gear, and Penta has always got solid gear, but I have to save my chips for Mania because I do want to get a plethora of Mania gear while I'm out there. So
yes.
I kind of pick and choose where I'm spending my funds because if I'm not doing what I can to help us grow and sound the best that we can on my end, at least, I gotta hold on to it.
Penta's got some new gear. Alexa Bliss with some new gear coming out. So lots of stuff there.
Yeah, that shirt I wore, Sunday? I think that was the last shirt she came out with before she went on her maternity leave.
Yeah.
So I gotta see what that looks like because I actually like the Alexa Bliss gear. I love the dark gear. It looks great. it plays in very well to the character she had then. I don't know what it's gonna play into now. I gotta see it.
Hey, even Ice Show Speed has gear on the WWEshop.com. Triple H has a new Hall of Fame T-shirt that is very impressive looking.
Okay.
So lots of names there. Jacob Fatu, I wish they'd create some more better gear. Just that drawing of the werewolf is like, it's cool, but it's like it's missing something.
Well, Tony wants me to get the red one so I can match him. He has the black one, so I mean, I get it. But you can't deny the little man and his love for the Samoan werewolf. Yeah, I mean, he
No.
appreciates that man as much as we do.
There's a lot of stuff going there. Let's see what is on AEW. Got any good gear? Have they gotten better people to do their gear yet?
No. I think the Bucks still run all that. I don't know. I mean, they think they're still doing it in the basement of their house.
Yeah, the new Ricochet shirt is something interesting.
I've seen better gear done by the boys by the folks out here in NorCal. They have better gear. What are you talking about?
Jeff Jarrett's new shirt, one hit wonder. All righty. Yeah, not a whole lot of anything on there that makes me excited.
All due respect, Jeff Jarrett, yes, he is an icon to those out east in the Tennessee area and is staple in professional wrestling. But there was no need to copy what's going on at the E.
Sean Ross-Sapp already coming out within the last 15 minutes saying AEW sources tell Fightful Select that they expect numerous to push for Cedric Alexander to join AEW. That's not a really surprise. I think I already said that. So
yeah, we've already covered that. He's gonna go and join the boys. And I mean, honestly, if anyone, I kind of hope they're in charge of their own creative because it's the only thing you're going to be able to take serious. And we've met both of these men, and they come off very serious and no nonsense. So I'm all for it.
Yep, no, we're gonna have to wait and see how it all goes down. It looks like all the releases are officially done for tonight, so hopefully don't see anything more.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, and if you haven't heard, there's a post going around on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen it, but I know I shared it. Kevin Owens has announced that he probably re-signed a contract with WWE. It looks like he signed to a 5-year deal. As it came out earlier, asking people to buy Girl Scout cookies from his daughter. If you buy Girl Scout cookies and support her, then he will wrestle for another 4 years, 300 and some odd days and hours or whatever it was. I'd have to go back and actually find that post.
Yeah.
But I definitely had to reshare that one. And I bought some cookies.
Yeah.
I did buy some cookies from her.
That's smart.
Because she asked so nicely.
Yeah, but you got to admit that is some smart marketing to get his daughter to get that badge that she needs for her cookies. You already know how it goes. Get that cookie badge.
No, I mean, why not? Yeah, here we go. No. About 14 hours ago, Kevin Owens posted, if you guys help support my daughter's Girl Scout troop by buying some cookies, I promise to keep wrestling for at least 4 years, 11 months, and 22 days more. So if you want to go follow Fight Owens Fight, follow the Value of Wrestling, follow us on X, you can see that post. You can get a link. I shared it out. You can go buy Girl Scout cookies from Kevin Owens' daughter.
Hey,
support a good cause.
Like I said, that's smart marketing right there. That's the way to help the folks out.
So I dropped about 30 some odd bucks, so I'm not mad. I'll get some cookies here in a few days. That'll be fun. That'll be a kick. I helped Kevin Owens continue to wrestle. You know, I pitched in. What did you do? Helping support Jack Cartwheel, helping support Kevin Owens. You know, our love and support for Jacob Fatu. The Value Wrestling's got hands and things.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, you know what? To this day, I can't wait till we actually run into Jacob Fatu one more round, because we're going to be running into AJ Kirsch, and it has been exactly 1 year since his shout out. Hopefully one day we'll run into Jacob Fatu to tell him how much we appreciated that as well, because, I mean, look where we're at now.
Yeah. Under Kevin Owens' post, somebody named Usi Tay said, "I'm still mad at you for what you did to Sammy on Monday, but I fear I'm a sucker for thin mints and tag-alongs."
Hey, nothing fits, bro. Like, I gotta watch myself too, because it is cookie season, so I gotta be careful.
The Mixture 27 came out and said, "You drive a hard bargain. You got yourself a deal. You had me on the word cookies."
There you go.
L.A. Pocalypse, you know how to negotiate, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Miller J. Brennan said, "Make it 23 more days and you got a deal."
I don't see that wrong. You know, like I said, that is smart. That's smart business. It is Girl Scout cookies. You can't deny the Girl Scout cookies. Everyone loves them. I keep seeing like ups and posts about the Street Profits promo. I got to see how that went, because some people are saying it's really good. Other people, it's a 50-50 split.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting to see how it all goes. We're going to catch up with that. It's only a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've talked enough here tonight. We thank you for being here on the Big Tyme Rants. It's live. Who knows what we're going to do? It looks like we're probably going to get away from doing actual show reviews, unless it's a pay-per-view event, and it's a different story. As long as we're free, not doing other things. But I think we're going to bring back the Big Tyme Rants. It's a weekly rant show, and we'll be back Sunday with the weekly roundup podcast. We'll talk about everything there, and then we'll get back into the swing of things next week. So be ready, be here. Make sure you ring that bell for notifications. Get this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you like, share, and let everybody know that loves wrestling that the Value Wrestling is the game changer when it comes to wrestling podcasts. We are here. We're going to make some noise. Get ready for it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. John, good night, sir.
Good night, sir.